Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? What's going on? Peace, 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 and blessings. Greetings, greetings to all the gods and goddesses. This is your boy Prophet Williams on once again another very in-depth and beautiful, my bad, very in-depth and beautiful segment of Words of Wisdom. Words of Wisdom. It is August the 9th, 2013. On this beautiful, beautiful day, feeling awesome, feeling beautiful and breezy, you know. And this is the once again, as always, I be feeling like as we continue to go on in our travels and we learn and we educate each other. You know, once again, this is a very explosive, a very mind-opening and awakening lecture of one that I wanted to dearly entitle, Who is the Devil? Who is the Devil? Who is the devil? You is the devil. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's what we're gonna find out, you know, through this lecture, through our study. Like I say, man, these videos, if you have any kind of questions or any kind of comments, anything that you would like to add on or anything, please comment on the videos, you know, and I definitely put them within future lectures and future presentations, you know. So this topic is very, very, very much necessary for us to cover and for us to critically analyze on who is the devil. Who is the devil? You is the devil, and you are God as well, you know. And we have to understand that everything in the Bible is based on polarities. The spiritual realm is based on polarities. Your life is based on polarities. You know, if it wasn't for the trials and tribulations, what would life be without the trials and tribulations? Trials and tribulations are a form of polarities, you know. And some people like to refer to that as the devil messing with them, you know. But there's a very thin line between the devil doing something and God setting divine obstacles in your way, so that you will have the strength and the testimony to help those for future reference. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, who is the devil? Who is the devil? Who is the devil? Now, it's very important to understand that in the creation of the Bible, you know, the creation of the Bible is basically about ego. The devil is basically your ego. The devil is basically the flesh. The flesh, you know, and in the creation, this war between the spirit and the flesh was introduced in the creation between the two creations of man. You know, the two creations of man at first, when God said, let's create man in our image, you know. And then the second creation, where God created man from dust. You know what I'm saying? When God created man from dust. This was the introduction of the battle between the spirit and the flesh, which ultimately manifests itself as the battle between God and the devil. You know, and the devil being your earthly ambitions, you know, your earthly worldly ambitions and temptations against your spiritual, intuitive, knowing divine destiny that you already have within here, that you already know, you know. So it's basically earthly impulses versus spiritual originality. You know what I'm saying? You know, and these are the main things to understand. You know, the two creations, when God created man in his image, and then when they created man from the dust, this being the first introduction of the war of the spirit versus the flesh, you know. And it's very important to understand why this so-called Satan fell out of heaven. Second of all, you know, Satan fell out of heaven because of his ego. You know, because of his ego, because he felt that he was better than Adam and Eve, and he felt that he deserved more than Adam and Eve. You know, but Adam and Eve were sacrificial gods, which Satan had yet to become. You know, and this is that's a whole nother subject for me to cover, but that's basically the basis of where the devil comes from. The devil is your ego. The devil is your ego. You know, in the presumed self, the skin, the presumed self. You know, and so many. It's very important to understand that it's all about fear. It's all about placing people in this mode of fear when they have the devil as this character in the Bible, as where they try to depict him as someone that is doing all this bullshit or whatever. But if you really read the Bible, God killing more people than the devil in the goddamn Bible. You know what I'm saying? This is just the truth. Without Jesus Christ, the Bible is a bloodbath, man. Without the story of Jesus Christ, the Bible is a bloodbath. And Satan ain't bad at all, really. Without the story of Jesus Christ, you know, and really, even with the story of Jesus Christ, if you really look at it, Satan is not a bad guy. You know, simply because, like, when Jesus was talking, Jesus didn't say, watch out for the devil setting traps. You know what I'm saying? This nigga here, he ain't say nothing about the devil. Jesus said, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. That's it, for a lack of knowledge. He ain't say, damn it, worry about Satan, he out here setting these traps. He said, we are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. So we could characterize or define the devil as an extreme mode of ignorance as well. If Christ said my people are destroyed from a lack of knowledge. Now, basically Christ is saying my people are destroyed for ignorance. And this is why I'm fixed in on my subject of backwardness. This is why in all these lectures you always hear me talk about the backwardness, you know, because it's very important to understand the backwardness